guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm literally in a hair dye shirt and pajamas, but I just wanted to talk about what is going on with the market. So it's a pretty bloody day, guys, out here. I mean, look at these charts, just womp, not looking great. I just wanted to hop on and talk to you guys about what's going on. I didn't really see any YouTube videos posted pretty fresh today about the market taking this turn. 6.32% decrease over the last day. Let's check out Bitcoin. I'm on the 1 minute chart just because I have that KuCoin crypto trading bot going on right now, and it's pretty bloody in a lot of my accounts today. My stock portfolio got a little wrecked today, so I'm feeling a little bummed. If you're there with me, go ahead and give this video a like, please. I'm a brand new channel, so if you like it, it might show up on somebody else's page and I might be able to help somebody else, so I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, this is looking pretty scary. If we look at this sell volume here, these are some pretty massive sales going on here. This was a pretty big one. Some of these could be algos. There could be algorithms getting triggered at some of these prices to buy and sell. And I'm reminding you, I'm on the 1 minute chart, so just keep that in mind. I'm watching this like a hawk right now to try and decide if I should just rip all of my money out of that crypto trading bot or not. My gut feeling is telling me to have some strength and to just stick it out and work through the butterflies right now and give it another day, give it a little time. It is getting a little scary here. Down 6.32%. Let me refresh this. 6.36% now. Bitcoin down 6%. Ethereum down 7%. Shiba Inu 4%, back down to 5. Oh, well, that was good. Back to 5.1 now. Avalanche at 90, down 11%. Polygon down to 160. Let's see what else. Phantom down to 231. I mean, it's a rough day, guys. It's a red day on the market. A lot of these charts are looking pretty scary. As you can see, we had this sell-off here, and now we're in the middle of this one. And the million-dollar question is, will it pop back? And I wish I had a crystal ball for you guys. I wish I could just look at these charts and be able to tell the future for you, but I can't. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen in the market. So when we zoom out and we look at the 4-hour chart, it's looking a little negative. There was some buy pressure at about 61, went back up to 68 on November 8th and 7th, and then whomp, right back down to 61. And so this could be people taking profits. I know there's been a lot of news. The stock market obviously got hit today as well. Sometimes when the stock market gets hit, then cryptos will pump. Let me just, when in doubt, zoom out. So let's see. So back in February, 34 up to 63, down to 35. And then this was kind of like a slow ride back up to 60. It just kind of depends on where people think the top is, right? And where these institutions think the top is or want the top to be, unfortunately. Obviously, we were all hoping for a big run up to 100, and that might still happen. This isn't the worst day we've had on the market. It's not looking great, you know. These are some pretty large red candles here, and let's compare. When was the last time we saw that? So we saw that here back in October, and then it was like a slow ride back up to 68. So, you know, I just don't know how long this is gonna last. So let's see. So the last time that we had a sell volume at about this level was back on October 22nd. Let's see what we went from. We went from 63 down to 60, back up to 63, back down to 58, and then we were just kind of hanging out in this area until we had that big breakout. So, whew, that red candle just keeps getting bigger. I'm not trying to FUD it up, guys. I don't want to do that, but I do feel like it's my duty to be as honest as possible with my opinion. I am not a professional investor. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a lady with a master's degree that geeks out on this stuff and that loves NFTs and cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. But I'm definitely not going to lie to you guys. And so what I'm seeing here is that we're breaking these Fibonacci support levels. You know, 65 was a huge one and we just busted straight down, and then these Bollinger Bands are spreading apart, which isn't really necessarily a good sign if I'm being honest. So let's get a little closer. So on the 1 hour chart, we are definitely trending down right now, but we're still above the absolute low for the day. So we'll just keep that in mind. But in terms of the 52-week range, we're pretty high up here, and there's a lot of room for these cryptos and especially smaller projects to dump. And that's just me being honest. I'm not trying to scare anybody. That's just what it is. So let's see. So we took a big dump from 66 down to 61 in 1 day. So let's see if we can compare that to anything. So 68 down to 64 in 1 day on the 10th, and then the last kind of big dump was 66 down to 62. So it does seem like this low is a bit lower than what we would be hoping for. And if you have a lot of money in the market and you didn't sell at this high, you might be sitting on it for a while. But this could also be a healthy correction and something that's necessary for the market. I'm hoping that people see this as a buying opportunity instead of panic selling. I almost caught myself panic selling. I was staring at this 1 minute chart and I was just like, should I just log into all of my applications and just dump everything right now? But I decided I'm going to be stronger willed than that. I have more faith in this market than maybe I should. And so I am going to wait it out. I'm going to see what happens with the market tomorrow. I'm hoping that we'll see a bit of a rebound and that people will see this as a buying opportunity. Okay, so there's already more money coming into the market. That's a good thing. So now we're at a 5.97 decrease. So that means that people are either buying back in or adding to their positions during this dump. But what I would like to see here is kind of what happened here. We had another little pump, but I'm hoping that it'll go a bit higher. But it's pretty interesting to see how these cryptocurrencies pretty much track Bitcoin and Ethereum. Obviously, when Bitcoin dumps, it's not good for sentiment. When Bitcoin trades sideways or is just kind of hanging out and at like basically all-time highs like it was, a lot of these smaller projects pumped. And I have my money in some of these smaller projects. Most of my crypto investment is in Ethereum. I bought in at 1800, so I'm still up, but obviously not as high as I was not too long ago when we were, up at these all-time highs of 47, 48. And now I just can't tell if I totally effed up by not selling up here when I was considering it. This is a pretty big sell volume. That's a pretty big dump right here. It's a little scary. Trading volume is up by a lot, but that could also be sell volume, right? So crypto coin market cap doesn't really give us all the information, but we will have to see. There's quite a bit of green in here as well, but lots of red. What I like to see for the volume is that obviously there's more green than red, and that the green volume is higher than the red volume, and that's just not really what's happening today. I lived through the 2017-2018 market crash. I remember it pretty well, and I don't want to live through it again. I don't want to go through that again. I don't know if I just have rose-colored glasses on, but I just have a feeling that the market is in a completely different place than it was in 2017-2018. But if people just absolutely lose their faith because Bitcoin starts to dump, then, who's to say? It could go pretty much anywhere. But I just wanted to hop on here and give you guys a quick update on what's going on. If you're freaked out, I just want to remind you to try to stay calm, stick to whatever strategy that you have. If you feel like you absolutely have to sell right now, then that's what you have to do, and that's exactly what you should do. I'm never going to tell you to not take your money out of the market or anything like that. I'm just going to let you guys know what I am doing. So I'm going to be honest, I'm getting a little freaked out. I might consider selling off some of my positions tomorrow, especially the ones that I'm still up on. I just got absolutely wrecked on ISPO Link today, which is pretty upsetting. Yeah, still getting wrecked. I keep hoping for some good news and it's just not happening. Okay, a little better. My buy price was way too high. That was my bad. I didn't do proper research. I didn't get into the market at a good time. I just kind of willy-nilly YOLO'd into this KuCoin crypto trading bot situation. It's not KuCoin's fault. It's not the bot's fault. It's my fault for being a ding dong and not doing what you're supposed to do when you invest your money. So, you know, it happens. It happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us. Oof, okay. It looks like there's still some pretty strong sell pressure on Bitcoin. This is the 1 minute chart now. And what I would really like to see is some buy volume come in here, but it seems like there's quite a bit of fear and panic going on right now. Could be panic selling, could be whales selling. I have no idea. Definitely volume has increased today significantly, and it's not the kind of volume that we want to see, guys. It's just not. We're tracking back down to today's all-time low. Let's hope that we don't break this almost $61,000 area, and if we do, who's to say? It could continue to dump, but like I said, I'm hoping that investors see a buying opportunity. But right now, you know, this isn't a beautiful chart if you've got a lot of money in the market. But yesterday there was quite a bit of buy volume at about 64, so that could mean that people think that 64 is a good price. But like I said, this sell volume is pretty intense right here. So just be careful with your money. Obviously this isn't an investment advice, this is just my opinion, it's for entertainment. I want to let you guys know what I'm doing. I was scouring the internet for some type of YouTube video to make me feel sane and give me, you know, a warm hug and let me know that it's all okay, and I couldn't find it right now, so I just wanted to make one for you guys. It's gonna be okay, and even if the market takes a total dump-a-doodle, if you really believe in it and you're really here for the long haul, then we can wait it out. It'll be okay. Obviously not the best strategy, obviously not our favorite thing to do ever, but these things happen. The market goes up and the market goes down, and the more technical analysis you do and the more careful you are with your money, unlike I was on this poopy ISPO link trade that I made, the better chances and the better you position yourself to make money, whether it goes up or down. And so when I bought Ethereum at 1800, that was obviously a good deal. I got a good deal. You know, where is 1800? So I probably bought at about here, right, back in August of last year, and then we had this great run up. And what I probably should have done was take my money off the table here, which I was considering it, but for some reason, I don't know if you guys have this same issue, but buying is so easy and selling is so hard. I don't know why. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch what happens tomorrow. I'll probably update you guys again tomorrow, hopefully not greasy and covered in hair dye. But I will keep you guys posted, and if I move my own money around, I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm doing, just so that you have something to go off of, feel like you're sane in what you're doing, or maybe you absolutely hate my strategy and that'll make you feel better about whatever you've got going on. So I am just here to give you the warm hug and let you know that even if this is the market crashing, and even if it has arrived and we are reliving 2017 all over again, it will be okay. There will be better days on the market. It will be green again. We can't always just hang out in these all-time high areas. There has to be a correction at some point. Back in May we were up at 4,000, and then boom, right back down to 2 in all of what, a couple weeks, you know, a couple days. So you have time to make decisions. Don't cry over spilt milk or unrealized gains. I am just being honest with you guys. This isn't looking great. This just isn't looking great. That's a big red candle. This is a lot of sell volume. Seems like more sell volume than buy volume. And we know what happens when that happens. So I hope that I will be eating my words tomorrow, and that this is just gonna whoop, take right back off. But I'm not going to tell you guys that that's what's going to happen for sure, because I genuinely have no idea right now. I am just as worried as you are, just as freaked out, and I can stare at these charts and do all the technical analysis on the planet, but some things you just can't time. Like they say, you can't time the market, and things happen. See, we're heading back down again. So it's kind of indicative of sentiment and where people think the top is. And then I know, especially in the US, there's been a lot of bad news kind of coming out from the Fed, inflation issues, and you'd think that with high inflation, money would dump into the cryptocurrency market because it can be seen as a hedge against inflation. But if the sentiment is that we're heading toward total economic apocalypse, then I don't know, people might be moving their money to safer bets, more stable currencies or bonds, treasury, forex, whatever. So right now, not gonna lie and say that it's looking groovy for us, because it's just not today. But like everybody else, I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow to a bounce back, to a rebound, but that's no guarantee. So yeah, on this 4-hour chart, it's just not looking good, babes. I'm not gonna lie to ya. It is just not. This is the 30-minute chart now. Lots of red, lots of sell volume, and this could just be people doing exactly what I'm doing right now, looking at this, seeing what's going on, and being like, I'm gonna sell all my bags before this thing completely dumps. And maybe they're the smart ones, but personally, I'm gonna give it a little breathing room. I'm not gonna completely panic sell all my bags just yet, but I will be revisiting this tomorrow, and I will update you guys when we wake up. If this continues to track downward, I might sell some of my bags and just take at least the money that I invested off the table. I need my money. I am not a whale. I am not a millionaire. I need my money back out of the market, and I'm not willing to wait another 2-3 years for it. Like I said in my video the other day, I don't think that these cycles are going to be quite as long as they were in 2017, 2018. I think there's a lot more money and just people and liquidity in the market in general. People understand it more. So, you know, just like I was saying with what happened back in May, where'd it go? No, we were on Ethereum. So like what happened back in May, we had this big, beautiful run up, woo, and then ouchie, ouch, big ouch, right? All-time highs, and then oof. But then that lasted, you know, a couple of months, and then woohoo, all-time highs again. And so I think that what happened in 2017, we had this big run up, woo, oh my gosh, yes, and then womp, and then another little run up, woo, and then womp for almost 3 years. That's happening a lot faster now because there's more money in the market. It's been more widely accepted in terms of like hedge funds and all those things. And even if you look at like the volume and stuff, it's just things have changed since 2017. So I don't see us getting stuck. Ooh, okay, things are dumping. I don't see us getting stuck though for 2-3 years, but I could be wrong. So just keep that in mind. I will never lie to you guys. I always want to be as honest as I can with my opinion. Like I said, not financial advice, just a lady trying to figure it out and hoping that maybe you guys could give me some info on where you think things are headed, because I also need a warm hug, okay? I need a warm hug. This is scary. I want my money back. Some of my things are red. It's freaking me out. I got into some of this metaverse stuff just way too late. Luckily I didn't invest a whole bunch of my money into it, but that is exactly why you buy when things are looking like this, to be honest. If you're sitting on like just bags of USD waiting to invest, this might be a good opportunity, but it's hard to figure out when we're gonna bottom out. And let's just go back to the 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Ouch, that hurts. We're not at absolute lows for the day, but it's not looking great. That's a pretty big red candle, and I'm trying to compare it with other situations. So back in October, we had, I'd say, I don't know. This is maybe a little bit more similar. Obviously this is honestly the most similar that we have going on here. Okay, so we hit 67, and then back on October 20th, and then, October 21st. In one day, we lost all of that. And then we had a little bump, and then we were hanging out here for another couple of days, and then another bump, and then to get back to 67, it was another couple of weeks, about 3 weeks. So like I said, it seems like the cycle is shortening, but it just depends on what you want to do with your money. If this freaks you out enough to make you feel like we're just going to absolutely just rock it the wrong way, then do what you will. I'm gonna wait it out a couple days. I'm gonna see if this is just some FUD kind of taking over, panic selling taking over the market, maybe some algos getting triggered, and I'm hoping to see some more green action come out here, and just for us to just break out of this scary negative red pattern that we have going on here. But this was a pretty big run up, and if you were smart enough to buy down here and take profits all the way up, then you get the absolute cookie of the year. You are the moon man, moon woman, and I love you for that. Rough day, guys. Rough day for the average investor, especially if you didn't just rip your money out of the market up here. I'm kind of wishing that I did. That was what I thought I was gonna do, and then I was like, you know what, let me ride this wave a little bit more. I was listening to all the guys saying we're gonna moon to 100K by December, and just, you know, hoping that's the case. When we really zoom out, it doesn't look that horrible, but that's a pretty gnarly red candle. But we've definitely seen worse. Obviously, I don't want my money to be stuck in the market for 6 months, but if it has to be, then it has to be. But as of right now, I'm personally looking for an exit opportunity. This is scaring me. This is freaking me out. I want to see some more positivity in this market. I want to see, okay, yeah, we're going even lower now. So I thought we were going to have a little bounce back, but it seems like sentiment is continuing to trend down. So just keep that in mind, guys. I will update you tomorrow, and I will continue to track what is going on with this crazy market. I might move some money around to invest in some things that I thought were a little bit overbought, but as of right now, I'm wishing I did not do that crypto trading bot the other day, because it's not doing me any favors right now, having my money tied up in a bunch of spot grid bots. I'm getting absolutely wrecked on this ISP. I think I got in at 0.014, so big ouchie. Big ouch. Bitcoin is continuing to trend downward. It's getting worse as I am making this video, so we are headed toward the 24-hour low for today, and we're continuing to see some pretty massive sell volume. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you see this as an opportunity, then it's an opportunity. If not, and you want to take your money out of the market, let's say you're already up anyway, don't be so mad about missing out on the $68,000 gains. It's okay. It's better to feel safe and to have more money to invest into the market. And so, like I said, being just completely transparent with you guys, I am looking for an exit right now. I am looking to get out of this thing before it gets any worse, and I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for making some of the most recent trades that I did, if I'm being completely honest. So do keep all of that in mind. I just want to look at the volume again and kind of compare what we've got going on here. Okay, so actually the volume isn't as high as I thought. It was worse when we hit that high in May. It really took a big dump back in May, and then we had some pretty good buy volume, but it seems like this may be more of a consolidation than a full-on dump, but that will be seen. So stay tuned to this channel. I will continue to update you guys as often as possible. I'm posting like 3-4 times a day right now, so if you guys could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I think I'm at like 10 subscribers now or something like that. So this is just the very birth of this channel. I post a lot. If there's something that you'd like to see, please drop a comment below. I get a little scared to read comments sometimes, honestly, because I've had some issues with some really gnarly, scary hate comments in the past. So if you guys could just be kind and leave a like and let me know what else you want to see, and also give me your opinion on this market. I need a big warm hug. You need a big warm hug. So I'm here to give you the hug. It's gonna be okay no matter what happens. Money is just money, and what's more important is family, friends, and being around people that you love. And you know, if all of the projects that you thought were going to moon overnight aren't mooning right now, they're going straight into the ground, it is okay. There are going to be plenty of opportunities in the future. This will be temporary. This Monday, Bloody Monday, will be temporary, okay guys? So I'll keep you updated throughout the week. I will be tracking this market like an absolute hawk, and if I sell my bags, I will let you know what I'm selling, why, and how much, just so that we can maintain some transparency on this channel and so that you can kind of compare your strategy to mine and see what you actually want to do, okay? Yep, just things to keep in mind. So it looks like, yeah, back in September 19th, that was a little, actually, yeah, that's close to my birthday. This is a little similar to what we're seeing today. If it stops here, maybe we'll have one more red candle here tomorrow, and then we could see actually a huge run up after this. So that is what I'm banking on. I am banking on a big run up, and then baby, after this scare, you best believe I am taking profits and I'm taking my original investment off the table. This is ISPO link. Sorry, I keep looking at this just out of my own curiosity to see how absolutely wrecked I am getting right now on this one trade. This just does not look like a happy chart. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Oof, okay, down 7% for the day. That's a lot of money getting pulled out of the market. That's $0.3 trillion getting pulled out of the market in honestly like a couple of hours. So do just keep that in mind. We could see a big rebound. This could be one of those scary days before things just absolutely skyrocket. That's what I'm hoping for, but no promises. I am not a pumper by any means. I want to be as honest with you guys as possible. That is always going to be my MO. I hate when guys come on here and just like, it's gonna move no matter what, hold on to your bags. I don't think that that's good for the community, and we're all trying to be intelligent investors here. We don't want to get rug pulled or be stuck holding bags at the bottom, right? So Kale's prediction from the Kale show was that December 15th is going to be the day where everything dumps, and it's kind of interesting because today is November 15th. So are things happening a month early this cycle? Who's to say? Stay tuned to my channel tomorrow and I will update you guys again. Have a great one. Have a great evening. Good luck. Please let me know what your strategy is, and I will see you guys in the next one.